KPAX Community Spotlight is sponsored by Corwin Motors of Kalispell.
Welcome back to another edition of Community Spotlight, everyone. With me today, Rose and Melissa. Ladies, thank you for joining me this morning.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, so they're with Big Sky High School, the drama department there, and they have a really interesting play coming up. It's called Radium Girls. So, Rose, I'm going to come to you first. You're a student director of this play.
Yes.
Very cool. Tell me a little bit about the backstory of this. Very interesting. We were talking beforehand. I've never heard the story.
So the Radium Girls is a true story that highlights individual real-life people who were dial painters at New Jersey Radium Corporation factories. And what's interesting about these girls is they were working with radium before we knew the dangers of it, and while it was still being experimented. So a lot of the working practices, they would paint the little numbers on the watch dials, and they would paint that with the radium paint.
Yeah.
That radium paint, as we know now, is dangerous, but back then they were told to just do this technique called lip pointing, where they would dip their paintbrushes in radium and then lick it so that it would be thin and pointed, so that their numbers would be really pretty.
So they were ingesting
They were
this radium
ingesting the
then,
radium.
huh?
And the story follows the case of a bunch of girls who worked at this factory and their health effects from not being treated in safe working conditions.
Yeah, and then Melissa, this is kind of talking about the legal practices with it as well.
Yeah, so the story follows specifically Grace Fryer and how she fought the company. So the company tried to cover it up and say that they just had poor hygiene. And so she decided to take the company to court and fight and fight and fight, and the company kept extending the date of court with all these legalities, hoping that the girls would die before they could have their day in court.
What a crazy story. Rose, you're also saying you all are going to have kind of is it going to be a thing people can walk through?
Yeah, so before the show, we have a little museum that we're building.
Okay.
That it's all built by students who work or who are learning at Big Sky.
Yeah.
And it essentially talks through the different history things of the Radium Girls. It sets you in the time period, gets you to know some background information about the story itself, and it informs you about the dangers in case you didn't know. But basically, audience members will be able to walk through this little mini museum into the audience where girls will already be working in the time period.
Wow, very interesting story. So let's get the details here quickly. Melissa, dates, times, when is this going to be running then?
Yeah, so our opening night is November 19th, and we run November 19th through the 21st at 7 p.m. And then November 22nd, we have a matinee at 2 and a 7 p.m. performance.
Very good. And Rose, do they need tickets for this?
Yes.
Okay.
We have tickets online at, I don't know what
It's
the
our
thing is called.
www.r.show/Big Sky Radium or /Big Sky Radium.
And we have that on the screen as
Yes.
well that you all have been seeing. So Rose and Melissa, I really appreciate you all coming in today. A very interesting story. I hope people come out and watch it.
Me too.
Me too.
Yes.
We'd love to have
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
Please come out and watch our show.
Yes, everyone, head to Big Sky. Again, those dates, November 19th through the 21st. And again, you can get tickets at the website you see right there on your screen. Ladies, have a great rest of your day.
You
Thank
too.
you, you
Thank you so
too.
much.